chasing signals through the rain. Every pulse reminds my heart you're still out there in the dark. Lost between the waves of time, our souls align across the lines. The past and future intertwine. I feel your light, it reaches mine. Oh, you send a signal through time. Let your heartbeat cross the sky. In the glow of electric dreams, our love will never die. Through the shadows we'll find a frequency divine. Even if the stars collide, your voice will reach my mind. I touch the screen, your face appears, a glitch of love from distant years. Fragments of what we used to be, floating through eternity. Binary tears fall down my soul, searching for the missing code. If destiny can hear me call, let it bridge this cosmic wall. Lost between the waves of time, our souls align across the lines. The past and future intertwine. I feel your light, it reaches mine. Send a signal through time. Let your heartbeat cross the sky. In the glow of electric dreams, our love will never die. And through the shadows we'll find a frequency divine. Even if the stars collide, your voice will reach my mind. Somewhere, you're listening. Somewhere, the signal is clear. Lost between the waves of time, our souls align across the lines. The past and future intertwine. I feel your light, it reaches mine. They send a signal through time. Let your heartbeat cross the sky. In the glow of electric dreams, our love will never die. Through the shadows we'll find a frequency divine. Even if the stars collide, your voice will reach my mind. Lost between the waves of time, our souls align across the lines. The past and future intertwine. I feel your light, it reaches mine. Send a signal through time. Let your heartbeat cross the sky. In the glow of electric dreams, our love will never die. Through the shadows we'll find a frequency divine. Even if the stars collide, your voice will reach my mind. Somewhere, you're listening. Somewhere, the signal is clear. shine. Let your heartbeat cross the sky. In the glow of electric dreams, our love will never die.
You're the rhythm inside my heart. Reconnect through the streams of time, across the cosmic globe. You're still mine. In every universe I find your face. Our love's the beyond all time. every beat reminds me of the love we used to know. Even when the time my song, guiding me home where we belong. Got stars align, can love outlast the grand design? We were colors in the dark, shining hearts, a cosmic spark. But destiny rewrote the lines. Now we chase the fading signs. Pure neon memories, they our love reborn.
gentle streams, where the echoes of forgotten dreams. No time, no fear, no space between.